Staying tuned, it is still the conversation here on Lagos Television, and security remains one of the most pressing concerns for residents, not just for residents here in Lagos, but all over the country. But here in Lagos, it's largely stable compared to other states. But again, there are isolated security incidences here and there. But the government, no doubt, is making efforts to ensure that Lagos is safe and secure. And that brings us to our topic this morning, security in Lagos, the reality. And joining us on the conversation is a member of the State Community Policing Committee, Lookmon, Enitan, Aminu. And he'll be here, to talk about this topic, talk about the progress made in the state, what are the gaps that still exist, and how can these gaps be filled. You're welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Nigeria.
It's always a delight to have you here.
Thank you very much.
All right, the topic is security in Lagos, the reality. So looking at our current state here in Lagos, when we talk about security, how would you describe the current reality?
Yes, once again, I'll say good morning, everyone. The reality is very clear to everyone. Lagos is presently the safest state in Nigeria, irrespective of the little glitches we have here and there. But compared to every other state, you see it's far better. However, it is always important, just like we used to say, that we are always vigilant and we note when things are happening and understand or try to understand situations as they happen. We understand that there are little glitches. The glitches will always exist because there is no state in the world that is completely secured. We always have glitches here and there. But the ability of our personnel to do their best to scale them down and make them nip them in the bud is what makes our state much more better than every other state.
All right, yeah. And again, security is everyone's business, not just for the government. And so in terms of it being everyone's business, has there been improvement so far when you look at response time, when you look at participation?
Response time, yes, there is improvement. We've left the years when most incidences will take years to unravel. We are now in the years when within 1 week, 2 weeks, in short, from day one, you start hearing the first PRO giving updates, and in 1 week, in most cases, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, you hear this case has been rounded up. And that tells you that we are moving towards intelligence-driven security, not just speculations, not just suggestions, not just emotions, but intelligence, real intelligence. And it tells you that officers are also working with the little equipment they have, and they are trying their best to ensure that they keep the state as secured as possible.
Still making it everyone's business now. It leads us to community policing. And like I said earlier, it's not just the business of the government alone. Both residents and government has to put hands together to ensure that we are safe and secure in the state. And so for community policing, how would you also describe the current reality in terms of people being vigilant, to take care of their society?
Yes, let me appreciate the citizens of Lagos particularly. They've been doing a lot. Even at times where they don't know they are doing a lot. They are really doing a lot. We are happy that a lot of people are now installing CCTV cameras. A lot of people are now gaining the courage to record, to snap pictures during crime scenes and upload online. And, the present Inspector General of Police is one of the, I would say, friends of those of us who are online people. From those who knew him when he was in Lagos, just tag him on Twitter. He will pick it up personally. He will respond personally, and within 24 hours, something has been done. And the young people of Lagos have really taken up the opportunity, that avenue, to always report crime, to give information, to throw anything open. And the truth is, the force is also picking it as fast as possible, working on it as expected, and we are seeing the results. If not for the fact that the force is also monitoring all those items being uploaded online, confirming which are real, which are AI, this, and working on those they should work on immediately. When they need to contact the persons, contact them. And you will realize that people who are even being contacted behind the scene will not come forward to tell you that, the security agencies exposed our cover. They will say, yes, they are now being professional. You now understand that they are being professional, meaning that everything is improving and it will continue to improve.
Okay, still talking about the role of residents in ensuring that we police our communities well. I would like you to also reel out ways on which residents can effectively participate in community policing.
Yes, there are several ways and means by which residents can participate in community policing. One is joining organizations that are related or affiliated to the police. An example is the Police Community Relations Committee, the PCLC. An example is the Eminent Persons Forum, and the likes like that. Participating in community groups as well, your CDA groups, your CDC groups. From time to time, you see that police at different levels call these organizations together to brief them on security and also tell them their role in policing. Also, for those who are business owners in Lagos, I would say it's a call on everybody. Install at least one CCTV outside your office for the purpose of police. Give police the access of that one CCTV, because every access we have on every street is an additional to the security infrastructure of the state, and it makes the eagle eye of all security agencies wider to every corner of the state. So for those who can also do it at home, install at least one CCTV camera outside your house and give police the access. That makes your streets, not just your house alone, your entire street becomes more safer. And the more we provide access, you realize that the faster the response time. Even at times, before you see it, you realize that someone behind the scene was truly monitoring. And because they were monitoring, they were already there before you even called that I saw something. And that tells us that our roles vary. There are a lot we need to do. There are a lot we should do. There are a lot more we will still do. Because from time to time, some of those affiliate organizations that work with the security agencies will come to us. They understand that there is a challenge in the closest architecture around them, whether a divisional command or a station or a police post. They used to have an operational van. The operational van seems to be faulty. We should not wait for long processes of approval. When we too can remove 1,000, 2,000 from our pockets, mechanic, help them look at it, repair. You don't need to give them the money. They don't request for the money. Help them look at it, fix it. They come back to the road. Okay. It's not a bad idea. Just like I used to say, you have filling stations around you. Go to them. Go to this filling station once a week. Get fuel of 5,000. I'll be paying there. Be paying for it. You are helping to keep them mobile. Once you keep them mobile, you will not say I called and somebody was that has almost ended completely, that I called and somebody was telling me there is no fuel in the van. But the truth is, some people are doing what I'm telling you, and the more we do it,
I don't think we should still have cases like that in Lagos, because the Lagos state government is, doing well for.
See, the Lagos state government is doing a lot. I have to agree, but we have to agree that as much as the state is doing, if we count the number of vehicles, police, army, navy, air force, civil defense, LNSC, NSCDC, this, if you count the number of vehicles alone, you realize that what is being donated even through the Security Trust Fund cannot cater for everything in a year.
And now Epo to loss, okay.
And Epo to loss, okay. And you are just looking at only fuel alone. You are not looking at the maintenance and repair parts of these vehicles. We've not even talked about their equipment. We've not talked about protective vests. You can volunteer to donate protective vests. Bulletproof grade protective vests. Yes. Approach the police. Tell them this. They will give you contacts. They would give you referrals that they will approve it, and you will get it imported directly to the police. When it comes in, they will collect it. Come on that day. Present it officially. If you like, post the pictures. No problem. But add something to the security infrastructure.
Well, I hear you. I mean, that's a valid point that you have raised. But again, there's an issue of trust now, because again, do you think that people really trust the system?
When it comes to trust, I would say the Nigerian policing system is one of the best policing systems we should trust. Lately, we were in a training and we are evaluating trust in the policing system globally. Countries where you see that they give citizens access to guns is because of the trust issues they have. Because they can't trust the securities, they have to now make laws that people, self-defense is the next thing, protect yourself. The fact that we have infractions, even from our officers, we understand it will happen. We understand it is being minimized. We understand a lot is being done behind the scene, training, retraining, to ensure that emotional intelligence, understanding the laws, understanding human rights are going on behind the scene. Training will always be continuous. It will never end. But the truth is, if we want to say we'll get it eliminated to zero, it's a lie. But we appreciate citizens for always reporting any situation they have, especially in recent times. Just like I've said, once you throw anything online, you most likely see that not just the first PRO reacting now, the IG will most likely make a statement in another 1-2 weeks. If he attends a program, he will make a statement for you to know that what was reported, it got to his desk and something is being done about it. So the truth is, when you have, in any organization where you have 10, 20, 100 people, there will always be times that you have some little issues. There is no perfect system. Just like I used to tell my wife, we are not angels. We would always make mistakes. But our ability to manage one another and correct those mistakes, it was really matters. And you see that the force is trying its best, not just the police. All the forces are trying their best to ensure that their men are working at the best of what you want, the best of what citizens want. The truth is, we all know, even those in the US, in the UK, there are still infractions by officers there. So I don't like people telling me, if it were to be in the US, don't tell me that again, though. Because I'll say the number of shootings we have in the US on a daily basis is far, far more than the number of shootings we have, stray shootings we have in the country. And it is because people have resorted to self-defense because the country has become so insecure that the government has now seen that self-defense, everybody get a ham, has become the next thing. So for the government to still be saying, yes, we are guaranteeing to protect you, and for the security agencies to be doing everything possible to guarantee to protect us, we should be happy that some people are keeping their eyes open when we are sleeping.
Still talking about safety and protection of citizens now. Yes, we know the main focus is on crime and all. But again, as the PCRC now, what are you also doing to maybe engage with the security agencies? I saw a video online. This is not police now. It's military guys harassing a journalist somewhere in Lagos. I saw the video online and I really don't know what happened there, you understand, but that was just the little clip that I saw. And I don't know, is there something you're doing to engage with security agencies to ensure that these things are reduced to minimal?
Yes, there is a lot we are doing. I would not want to delve much into that particular scenario, but I have indirectly delved into it by appreciating the citizens for gaining the courage to take pictures, to take videos, to post online, to report those things. The truth is, in those days, when the security agencies or men in these agencies were that brutal, you will not gain the courage to pick your phone and take a shot. But it shows that there is an ongoing transformation in both the citizens and the officers. And where you see anything like that, just like I said, it will always happen. What we'll keep trying to do is to keep training, retraining, improving these men so as to keep reducing it. But guaranteeing you that, yes, it will reduce to zero. It will not happen. One will not happen in a year. I will not guarantee it. Because the truth is, if we put ourselves in the shoes of these men on the road at times, you realize that if we were in their shoes, we would have lost fields far, far longer than them. I know I have called my friends, my colleagues, young people to participate in just traffic control, 1 week traffic control. Some of them did not do one day. You hear, these people are goats, they can't listen. If I don't break his glass, why will you have to break somebody's glass? So now imagine an officer who is on the road from January to December, managing those scenarios, January to December. Some people will tell you, no, I just wanted to test his temper. Somebody who you know is already stressed, you still want to test his temper. But when a civilian tries it for one day, he will tell you that Nigerians are goats. He will tell you that people don't listen to just come on, wait, let the next car pass. He will tell you people cannot just wait to say reverse and let this one go. Even the traffic light, people don't want to wait for the traffic lights. Even when they see a vehicle coming and a vehicle is on the way where the traffic light says this one should go, this one should wait, they still want to bridge it. So that is why when you now see people that are stressed, and that is why I used to tell us that we are under policed by the number of men on the road. When we overstretch our men, once in a while, we would almost, if not break their limits. We will try to keep training them to improve their emotional intelligence so that their limit cannot be breakable. But the truth is, it is not an easy job. Whoever understands what it means to run a 24 hours or 12 hours shift, standing for almost 12 hours, moving back and forth for almost 12 hours, and you must not sleep, and you are still coming back in another 12 hours after a 12-hour rest. And the 12-hour rest, you have your family to attend to, and you have to get back to the road again. Then you realize that the work they are doing, don't let me call them angels, but they are almost angels. It is not an easy job.
All right, let's now come back again to the issues of crime and safety here in Lagos. For, every state, they have their own security threat or challenges peculiar to their state. So for us here in Lagos, what are some of the, in your course of your job, what are some of the security challenges that are prevalent here in Lagos?
Let me say, in recent times, we're having more of issues of cultism, less of robbery, drug abuse is also on the rise, car thefts is also partially on the rise. I would say scamming, scamming. I would not want to use the word financial fraud now because it's going to be scaling it down. Scamming is also on the rise and the likes, but the truth is, most people in Lagos, from what I have seen in recent times, they don't want to put themselves in trouble of security agencies. It is only those who are usually the jobless ones or those who are professional scammers. They are the ones you most likely see on the road. In most cases, you see that almost every Lagosian wants to do something legitimate, wake up, sleep, go to the next party, get home and sleep. And we're happy that Lagosians are peace-loving people. In some other states, when any small thing happens on the right, you will see a recurrent attack in 7, 10 different places. But even where we have court cases in Lagos, you will come to realize that in most cases, you might not hear any other thing sound in any side of Lagos for the next, let me say, 2, 3 weeks, if not 1 month. And that tells us that our security agencies are doing their job. If they are not doing their job, I used to call cults clashes, they are similitude to religious clashes. When it happens on this end, somebody who is related on another hand will want to react. But when someone wants to react and sees that the security agencies are standby, he cannot even react. He loses the morale to react. It makes the environment much more safer. But in other places, in other clans, you will realize that you will see the reactions. And it tells us that our men in uniform are working. If they are not working, the little cases we've been having in the last 2, 3 years, even the ones like 2 we had in the last 2 months, they would have become bigger incidences. I would not want to mention the name of some states, but I'll say let it happen in those states. Let it just happen in one place. You will think the entire state is on lockdown. But the truth is, even when these incidences happen here in Lagos, in 10 minutes, when you pass the same spot, if they tell you that was where something happened 10 minutes ago, you'll be saying that is not possible. That tells you that the citizens are safe. They are not in fear. If the citizens are in fear, if any small thing happens at any point, for the next 1 week, some states are still on no working on Monday and Friday. They are still struggling with it. Sit at home. I don't want to use the word sit at home. It's too civil. No working. You can't work. It tells you how porous those states are. So, but for something to happen and for you to still be able to pass the same place within another 10 minutes and everything is calm, you should understand that people in that state are working.
All right. Some of these challenges that you have highlighted, what do you think are the factors that are still aiding them?
Every crime in the world is aided by money. Either the burglar is looking for money, the drug baron is looking for money, the peddler is looking for money, someone is depressed because of money and wants something to calm his money pressure or to calm his depression. See, the truth is crime globally has an indirect relationship with money. And the truth is, even where everything looks perfect, the economy looks perfect, there is no how the perfect the economy will be. Someone will be depressed. Someone will need drugs. No matter how perfect the entire system can be, you will still meet a klept. Someone who is addicted to stealing, even what he has, you will still see it elsewhere and still want to steal, even what he can buy. So that is why I used to say you cannot eliminate crime totally to zero. No, we can guarantee it will reduce. For every sane person will want to go away from crime when everything is okay. But when things are not okay, we will now say this and that. The truth is unemployment is also a factor, and it is still related to money. If people have money in their pockets, most likely we will see have it reduced to another percentage. But the truth is Lagos is relatively very safe. Nobody is thinking of cancelling any party, even in areas where we have issues. People still want to continue with their party. And the truth is the security agencies are still guaranteeing, go ahead with your party, and they are still standing with them. That tells you that the security agencies are doing serious work and are ready to guarantee the safety of citizens of the states.
Absolutely. There is a sense of safety in Lagos. I know you've mentioned CCTV while you were talking earlier when we began the show, but I'd like you to talk again extensively on how technology has also helped surveillance and has also helped security agencies, you know, in the discharge of their duties.
Okay, technology has helped security agencies in the discharge of their duties in so many ways, especially, let me say, technologies that are online real time, meaning I take a picture right now, I upload it right now, and the other person can pick it up right now. The security agencies don't just see the police as a gang of men always walking on the road carrying guns. But I want you to see them beyond the guns they carry. They use a lot of other gadgets to do investigations, to track devices. Whoever understands technology, they call something nothing, where someone does something like a false flag to track the false flag and identify the culprit behind the scene. It's not, at times it's not about what you hear from the next person, but it's about the cooperation within the telecoms, the NCC, the government agency, which is the regulator NCC, the telecom agencies, and everybody together. And I'm happy that our security agencies, I'll say all our security agencies are available on the major social media platforms. And they have centers in their offices where they monitor everything that comes in online real time. You beep it in right now, they pick it up right now, they act on it right now. In the past, we will say they don't have. Now they have. We are still advocating for a creation of more. Lagos is the only state that has 4 command and control centers. Even Abuja does not have 4. And it is digital. And the truth is, in the same state, Lagos, we are still advocating for like 20 more, if not 50 more. So imagine states that only have 1 center to monitor the entire state. And if you look at the map, Lagos looks like the smallest state. So the smallest state has 4 centers. 4 centers are not yet enough. So those big states, will we say they are being policed with just 1? Don't let me talk beyond that.
Okay, still talking about how technology has helped or improved security apparatus. I'd like you to speak on the part of the people and our residents. You know, you had already given kudos to people who are now bold enough to capture events when they happen and then upload online. But I'd like you to speak on the responsibility of residents to, while you're uploading or pushing, and ensure that you're pushing the right narrative and not misleading people.
Yes, it's always an appeal to push the right narrative. But the truth is, we understand from our trainings that news is relative. And when I say news is relative, if an incident happens at times in the presence of 10 people, and you ask all of them to write their reports independently, you will most likely see that there will be a line of sentiment from everybody's perspective. But the first thing I used to appreciate in recent times is that people are following our updates and they are trying to work with our updates. And we'll still keep appealing that they work with our updates. when something happens and you are uploading, this happened today, 10th May, this, at Oyingbo, this junction, this time, post it with good details. Because at times, you know, people can be emotional. Somebody who has been offline in the last 2 weeks saw something that happened 2-3 weeks ago and will start sharing it like it happened right now. Fine, we know Nigerians have issues in South Africa, or Africans generally, or foreigners have issues in South Africa, but some people still share 2, 3, 4, 5 years video. It is happening right now.
So there's need to verify.
Verify, but before you even confuse the system, stressing us to verify the same image 2,000 times. That is the security agencies. Just write the date, write the time, write the location before you post. So that if somebody who has been away from the net 2 weeks ago comes and share it, it shows that that date, even if it is written right now, the date shows what it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The location should be clearer, just like I used to tell people, put a landmark when there is a landmark in that vicinity. Landmark is a notable place. Oh, it is close to this bank, it is close to this eatery. It makes it easier. You don't just tell me that something happened at Ikeja, this crime at Ikeja. Whoever knows as large as Ikeja is, you can drive around Ikeja in 40 minutes, you are still driving. So don't just put the men on the road, running helter-skelter, trying to identify which, scale down the search. It improves the response time. It makes it easier for our men to know where they are going, what they should watch out for, the perimeter they need to cordon off within X number of minutes. And that makes it easier for crimes to be solved within the shortest time. So citizens have the responsibility to give information, every information, provide access when you need to provide access. See, be open, give information, and let somebody try to just blow the whistleblower. I used to tell them that we have gotten to a point where whistleblowers are protected in this country. And people will realize that in recent times, how many whistleblowers has come to tell you that they attacked him, or the security agencies exposed his cover as the whistleblower, because our agencies are what? Improving in training, improving in their culture of understanding, improving in managing information and the likes. And all those improvements are a function of the fact that the government is investing in training, retraining, provision of equipment, providing adequate or additional welfare. The welfare is not yet adequate, so don't let me use the word adequate welfare. Additional welfare. And we are all seeing the results. And we'll keep encouraging the government to do their own part. We'll encourage citizens, do your own part. We'll encourage business owners, do your own part. Everything added together will make the system much more solid.
And not everyone is tech savvy. I mean, not everyone has a smartphone, you know. So for those who can still walk into the stations to report cases, I'd like you to talk about that too, if they want to remain anonymous.
For me, I don't usually encourage walking to the station to report cases. It's a long journey. It's a waste of time. What I encourage you to do is, firstly, visit the closest police station close to you. Don't ask for the DPO's number. Just greet everybody there. Look at the wall. You will see the DPO's number written on the wall. Keep the number. The truth is, in this Lagos, Iyalatas, Iyalopos, they see crimes. They don't need to go to a station. They will just call, DPO, this is happening in this place. No. Send your men, no. And before you see it, the men are here. So if we now ask him to first go to the station, before he comes back, before the man comes, the crime would have gone far away. But on the spot, once you have the closest, I used to say, just have the number, just call. You don't have the one of your DPO close to you. Pick the central numbers you see online. Just send a message. It is RRSO, it is Lagos State Police Commando, any of their number. Just send a message, give adequate details, and begin. Set your timer, start watching. You will see as swift as they will come in. And you'll be happy that, yes, you give out the information. But if I ask you to first go to the station before you dress up, pack yourself and go, the crime would have escaped. The criminals would have escaped now. The crime would have even ended. But if you can give the information as fast as possible, just like I said, the police or the security agencies knows the perimeter that will be cordoned off within X minutes, and they will get the criminals as fast as possible.
Okay.
So don't waste energy going to the police station. The police station is not the hospital that everybody needs to visit. But we just need to have contact of the persons we need to reach out to. Reach out. Then if you now reach out and they don't hurt, come online. Tell people that are online. Write online. I reached out. They did not hurt.
Okay. All right.
Report them when you need to.
Okay. Even as we begin to wrap up now, I'd like you to share some safety measures that residents can adopt daily to ensure that we keep our environment safe and secure, and also assist the security agencies in their jobs.
Okay, the first safety measure is don't put anything that can attract thieves to your environment close to where it can attract them. If you don't have a gated house, please make your house gated. When you need to keep security lights on, please keep them on. Contact of security agencies. You don't need to go to the station at times to even get it. Just check online. You will see contacts. Try the number. Call the number. Is that this station? Okay, it is that station. I just said I should greet you. Well done. You are doing a good job. You have confirmed that number, so that anytime you want to send updates, you'll be able to send update, and you'll be sure that someone is receiving your update. So let us have those contacts. Let us also not be rumor mongers. Let us give adequate and right information. And when we are giving information, let us give the most minute detail of the information that will help. Just like I used to tell people at times, if you saw the criminal wearing XYZ shirts, you have the right to describe. You can describe that person was dressing this way, was doing what, this. That makes it easy for the security agencies to identify. So please, our eyes is the ego eye, and the ego eye is everybody's eye. And when the ego goes to sleep, any unnecessary animal comes to the road.
All right. It's an interesting way to end the conversation this morning. While it's certain that the state government is doing all that it can, to sustain and ensure that security is top-notch, the responsibility lies with all of us and not the government alone. To ensure that indeed Lagos is a safe place. Thank you so much, Lookmon, Enitan, Aminu, for your time on the conversation.
Thank you, Lagosians. Thank you, Nigeria.
The program continues shortly. Stay with us.